Hey guys, it's CJ here. This video is probably not what you're expecting from me. However, I wanted to give a update as to what's been going on with the streams and just life in general, really. I've been asked constantly why haven't the streams been going on? You said you were going to stream like 2 days a week, and it's been probably a couple of months since my last stream, most likely. I don't really remember. Um, but I'm hoping that this video is going to help clarify a lot of things that, that people were wanting to know. First thing is this video is going to be two types of content, really. I'm trying to think of the right word to say it, but yeah, there's going to be the positive side and the negative side in one video, this video. So without out of the way, I think we should begin. So what's been going on with the streams? The streams haven't ended. They're still going on. They're still going to happen. I've recently acquired a PlayStation 4. I managed to convince PlayStation itself to let me have access to my old account. So I now have access to about 200 or so games that I'm looking forward to streaming. For example, Red Dead Redemption 2, Marvel Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, God of War, the 2018 game, God of War 3. I'm really excited to be playing. But this is not going to be a very easy thing to talk about. But I think I should get the positives out of the way first. So, like I talked about just now with the PlayStation stuff, that's one of the positive sides. Another positive side is I'm planning on developing my own game. I've been wanting to give it a try for quite some time now. It's going to be a type of mascot horror game. However, I don't want it to be the same as what's been coming out recently or what's came out before. I've been inspired to do it for quite some time. It's just me that's going to be doing it. I'm in the concept art phase at the minute. But yeah, with that out of the way, I can't really give any details on the game itself yet because I'm still in the concept phase. I'm still jotting out ideas and things like that. But I'm pretty sure that's all the positive stuff out of the way now. So let's get on with let's cut the crap, shall we? Let's talk about me. So I know a lot of people say this a lot when they do videos that they don't really want to do. They go on about, oh, I don't really want to have to make this. But for me, the topics in this video is something I really didn't want to talk about. But I feel like I owe it to a lot of people that enjoy my streams, a lot of people that enjoy my content. I feel like I owe it to them an explanation as to what's been going on with me, both physically and mostly mentally. I apologize if I'm shaking right now. If you see me shaking, it's quite cold in here, but I don't really want to leave to turn my heating on while this is recording, so bear with me. So, this is, excuse me, this is quite hard for me to talk about. I've been under heavy depression for a very long time. This is in no way a joke. None of what I'm talking about in this video is a joke. Please don't insinuate that it's a joke. It's completely serious, and I mean every word. I mean every word. So please bear with me with this. This is not something I really wanted to discuss. Well, it's not that I didn't want to discuss. It's something that I it's something that I find hard talking about. I'm someone that really doesn't like talking about himself a lot. I don't really like admitting problems that I have or things like that. I do try to, especially with streams. I do try to acknowledge it sometimes on the odd occasion, but for the most part, I do try to stem away from that because I feel like it's a sense of weakness, and obviously everyone has weaknesses. Weaknesses. You know, we're only human. Um, but yeah, I've been under heavy depression for a good number of years now, even before I started streaming or anything like that. The only reason why I started streaming was because it's something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to be someone that created content. I've always wanted to be someone that, you know, that someone could come home on the odd occasion, pop into a stream or a VOD, and it makes them laugh, or helps put a smile on their face to get them through the bad day, as that's what I used to do back when YouTube was like, when I wouldn't say a thing, it's still a thing now, but it's back when YouTube was in like the golden era, and people who are famous now were only just starting back then. That's what I used to do as a kid. But I've been under heavy depression since I was about 12 years old. I'm now currently 22. Do the math. I've been also, side note, before I continue with this video is going to have hard topics that I will be discussing. So if you don't like hearing that kind of stuff, things like suicidal stuff or anything like that, I know that's a bad word to say, but I've got no other way to say it. If you do not like that kind of stuff, I'm more than happy for you not to watch this video, as I'm going to be going into heavy detail about it. So I apologize in advance, but you have been warned, and I am sorry that I've had to talk about it. Because you're going to get people that are going to say, oh, I don't care, and things like that. And that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. Everyone's human. We're all human. We all have things we like watching, things we don't like watching, and stuff like that. But, yeah, this is mainly for people that have been asking me what's going on and, those types of stuff. So, continuing on with that, yeah, I've been under heavy depression since I was 12 years old. And for most of that, well, nearly all of that, I've had suicidal thoughts for a very long time. Do not worry, do not panic. I'm not going to do anything stupid or, game end myself or anything like that. I'm not going to. This is just me talking about what's been going on with me. But I'm not going to do anything stupid. Please don't worry. I'm perfectly fine. It's just, I feel like it's better if I get it out in the open for me. But yeah, I've had those type of thoughts for a good number of years now. And it's not easy for me to say. It's quite hard. I've had a good friend of mine that helped me countless times throughout the years for it. Obviously, no one on streams and stuff know her, so she's just a close friend of mine that I've known since school. I'm not going to name names, for obviously privacy's sake. But yeah, a close friend of mine has been helping me throughout a lot of stuff like that, which I'm completely grateful for. However, it's not easy for me to say. But I think I should go through a list of stuff that's happened, I would say, within the last, couple of years or so, things like that. So, I used to date someone that I regret now. Back then, I thought I was happy. It made me positive. And then I realized that it just wasn't going to work out. Which, I mean, I'm fine with it now. I'm completely over it. But obviously, I'm talking about both past and now. So, But yeah, I thought I was happy with it. And then I ended up leaving her because I was in a bad place at the time. I don't speak to her anymore, which I'm perfectly fine with. But a close friend of mine that I've known since school, that used to be in a Discord channel that I made for streams that's no longer active because I'm currently in the process of making a new one. Just settling out all the kinks and stuff with it. So, but yeah, a close friend of mine ended up cutting contact with me because of the girl I was dating. After I left her, bad things were said, and he just stopped speaking to me without even telling me why. As of currently today, while I'm making this video, he has not tried to get in contact or anything at all. So it's made my depression a lot worse because I used to hang out with him a lot. We used to, walk around shops and stuff like that, tell jokes and, the type of stuff that friends do. So, but that's really caused my depression to worsen a lot for the past year. Can't believe it's been a year since that happened now. But on to other things as well. I've been under a lot of stress, both mentally, physically, and also financially. I used to get money from the government. I know people have disdain for that, but it's because of my disability, my autism. I was able to claim it for a good number of years, and it's been helping me a lot. It's been helping me a lot pay my rent and, food, like clothes, shoes, things like that. Recently, I was told that my claim is ending. So I made a new one, because I'm still autistic. The things that I went through with me and my autism back then, I'm still suffering with now. There's been like no changes. The only thing that's changed is that I've gotten older, and that's it. That's it. But this is not easy for me to talk about. It's really not. But I did make a new claim, and it got rejected. Currently, I have put in a request for them to reconsider it. However, I've not heard anything back yet. I will most likely hear something either by the end of this month or probably around the start of March, which has been stressing me out a lot because, again, this helps me to pay my rent while I'm currently looking for employment. I've wanted to work in a store for quite some time, but I've just not had anything back about the stores that I've put in applications for, unfortunately. So while that's been going on, this whole money stuff has been stressing me out a lot, and it's been quite difficult for both me and for my mother as well. This isn't. It's wearing me down because I've been trying my hardest to get these streams going. When I was streaming a lot before I had to take the break. Which isn't anyone's fault. I want to clarify this right now. No one's fault, nobody's fault at all. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just mainly talking about what's been going on with me, and that's it. I hope you understand that, and I hope that this doesn't confuse you. But, yeah, so I used to get this money from the government from a program called PIP, which in the UK is well, you know, look it up if you want. But as of right now, I've appealed for it to be my claim to be reconsidered. I've yet to hear anything from it, so it's put me and my mother in under a lot of stress because she's fallen ill recently, which is another thing I wanted to mention in this video. There's a chance that it could be cancer, which I've had quite a few people in my family pass away from cancer, which has really put me under a lot of stress mentally, which has caused my... I'm not going to beat around the bush here, guys. It's been putting my suicidal tendencies up through the roof. Again, I'm not going to do anything. It's perfectly fine. But it's been really hard because it feels like I've for years, ever since those thoughts entered my head and the depression started, it's been feeling like I'm in a battle. A battle I don't have a chance of winning. I'm just prolonging the defeat, basically. But I keep trying. You know. My friends ask me, why do I buy, plushies and things like that. And it's just a hobby of mine, really. I just find fascinating just how people make stuff like that, and the amount of detail it goes in. And yeah, it's just a hobby of mine that I've started getting into. I don't think I'm gonna buy any more currently. But I'm fine with what I've got. I'm perfectly grateful for the chance to own, characters from like my favorite games or shows and things like that. But I'm trying not to beat around the bush here, but yeah, there's a chance that my mother could have cancer. She's currently in the hospital as of today, getting herself checked out. So hopefully she doesn't. But yeah, now you can understand why I've been under a lot of stress. But like I said, the streams haven't ended. I'm just waiting for basically the opportunity to start streaming again. I just want this, financial stuff to get sorted out first, so I'm in that clear mindset. But I've lost a good few friends of mine that I've known for a good while. A close friend of mine, she has stopped talking to me for about a week or so, I would say, which is upsetting. It feels like I'm on an island with nowhere to go. I'm on an island that's surrounded by the ocean. That's how it feels in my head currently. But yeah, I've been wanting to, trying to talk about the positive sides. I've been wanting to create a game for quite some time. And I know that's easier said than done. It's probably going to take quite a number of years to get it finished and stuff like that. I'm trying to learn, animation, like 3D renders, stuff like that. Because obviously it's my first ever thing that I've really done, and it's something I'm really passionate about. Because gaming's been a part of me since my early years. I've been playing games since about 4 years old. On the old PlayStation 2. I've been playing games since then, for that long, over a decade. Next year will be about 2 decades. God damn. Which is crazy to think about. But yeah, this video, I just don't really know how to really get past these obstacles I'm at right now. I'm sure I will get past them. It's just I wanted to make this video as a update, as to the mental struggles I'm currently going through. Um, so those, all the plushies that I have been helping me, mentally as well. Um, it's just, you know, it's just I don't really know what to do, really. Um, it's gotten to that point where it's like I don't think I can really go on as good as I could do. I've been trying to, back when I was streaming constantly a little while ago, I was trying not to really bring this stuff up, but it's gone to a point where I don't think I can hide it away anymore. Um, but yeah, but like I said, I've recently acquired a PS4. Um, I'm looking forward to streaming a whole bunch of games on there. Um, Games that I really am looking forward to streaming. Games that I've wanted to stream for so long. I think it'll be a fun experience. But again, this video is in no way a joke. It's completely dead serious. I don't want to hear anyone suggesting I'm faking how I'm feeling, because the only motherfucker that knows what's going on in my head is me. And I don't have any reason to really bullshit or lie. I come from a background that's, I get told that you have to be honest. So um I hope this has clarified a lot of stuff. I'll probably might make a follow-up video at some point in the next coming days. Um, but I mainly wanted to address the big elephants in the room, um, about my streaming stuff and, the positives that I have going for me currently. Um, I'm looking forward to at some point being able to share um, concepts of, the game I'm making. It is going to be a mascot horror game. It's not going to be like the others. The others that's come out, it seems like they're following the same trend. I don't want it to be like that. It just, excuse me, sorry, I've not been feeling well, so I do apologize. Um, but yeah, I wanted to move away from the traditional mascot horror stuff. I want it to be completely different, which is why I'm taking a lot of time to really go over like ideas and concepts. I'm not having anyone really working with me about it. It's completely me, and I suck at drawing, so I'm trying to get better at that so I can design concepts to then show, people like on Twitter and stuff, or X, or whatever it's called now, fuck's sake. But I am looking forward to it. I don't want people to think it's like a typical mascot horror game. It's not going to be. It is going to be different than what's come out recently or what's come out before, or at least I'm hoping so. I am taking a few inspirations from other games about it. It's going to be a puzzle game as well as that, because I really enjoy puzzle games like Portal and the Portal games and things like that, because the Portal games are my number one most favorite games. Well, they're mainly in my top 10, but I'm trying to be more positive, as people who know me, can say that, people who know me, they know I try to be upbeat, they know I try to be lively, and I try to be, energetic, and, because, I don't want to sit there, do a stream, and I put on a facade, or, um, you know, try to sound fake. I don't want to do that. I'd much rather be me. If a lot of people, there will be people that don't like that don't like, my voice, or, my jokes or things like that. And I do apologize for that. However, I'm not going to change. So, you know, the people that don't enjoy that, you're more than welcome to go to someone else's channel. It's perfectly fine with me. You know, I wish you all the best. I wish you all the luck. You know, in your lives. And the people that, you know, enjoy my streams, that have stuck around with me for so long, even during this break, I want to say thank you. I'm really grateful for that. I'm really grateful for that. Because I've met quite a few people while I stream that have been really nice, especially considering you know, I struggle speaking to people that I've never known before. I have very massive social anxiety, and I get anxious like really easily. So even with streaming, I still get anxious with it. I'm used to it, but I still get anxious with it because, you know, but you know, I try to fight through those, you know, anxiety stuff and, you know, push through it because I want to keep doing streams. I want to keep doing it. It's something I really want to do. It's something that I have always saw myself doing. You know, it's like working like 9 to 5 jobs. It's like, you know, that's perfectly fine. There's nothing actually wrong with that. It's just not what I want to do. It's just not what I see myself doing. Um, I'm not trying to say I'm above people who work that stuff. No, it's like you gotta make money. You gotta make money. You gotta make money. You know, it's not something I picture myself doing all my life. I've always wanted to stream. I've always wanted to, you know, help people when they're down. I've always wanted to, you know, make people laugh, make people smile. It's what I've always wanted to do. It's what I've always wanted to do. Ever since I was in school, I always wanted to do YouTube, you know, stuff like that. But I come from a family that doesn't really understand that kind of stuff. Um, they don't really understand, you know, doing streams and like putting your face out there and things like that. So that's why I kind of don't tell anyone that I do it. Which may sound silly, but you know, that's just welcome to my life. Welcome to my life. But I probably will make a follow-up video to this. I don't know yet. It depends on if anyone has any more questions relating to this video. But I do want to say thank you to people that have been kind to me, people that have been telling me they want to see my streams still. You know, I am looking forward to it. But yeah, I have to. But before I can start streaming on PlayStation, I have to get a whole new headset because that one back there doesn't work for it. It only works on my Xbox Series S. I have to get. I haven't tested my camera out yet that I currently have, but if it doesn't work, I'll have to spend money on a whole new PlayStation camera. Which, you know, isn't exactly very cheap as well, and you know, things like that. But you know, it's just you just gotta make do with what you gotta do. You know, you just gotta make do with what you can, and that's the mindset I've always wanted to be in. But yeah, I'm probably gonna end the video now because I've said what I needed to say. I hope people don't take this as offensive or in any way to people who suffer from like self-harm or things like that. I am a fellow self-harmer myself. I haven't done it in a long time, in quite a number of years, but I would say, a survivor of self-harm. It's not really easy for me to say or talk about, but you know, it's hard because it feels like you're alone even if you're not. I know that probably sounds silly. But yeah. But I'm gonna cut the video here. I want to thank everyone who watches this video to the very end. It really does mean a lot to me. You know, even if, you know, anyone that makes a comment, makes a joke or something, it's fine. The internet's the internet's the internet. You're gonna make a joke, you're gonna make a joke. You're gonna be offensive and make a joke, you're gonna be offensive and make a joke. That's just how it goes. I'm not gonna get mad about it. It's just something that I've wanted to say and things like that. So I shall hopefully see you guys later. I don't know when the next stream's gonna happen. It's gonna happen at some point. I just don't know when. So hopefully I'll see you guys then. Thank you and take care of yourself.